welcome to Insurance Mantra, your weekly guide to understanding the world of insurance only on ET Now. In today's Leadership Insight segment, we focus on the future of life insurance industry, where is headed in year 2026 and beyond, what will drive the next phase of growth, and how is technology reshaping customer experience, distribution and claim settlements. We'll also discuss how rising financial awareness among Indians is opening up new opportunities for insurers. Joining me today is Pankaj Gupta, MD and CEO of Primerica Insurance, to share his insights on outlook of sector, the role of innovation and what lies ahead for India's life insurance journey. Pankaj, welcome to Insurance Mantra. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, Anurag. It's a pleasure for me as well.
So, Pankaj, just to begin with, we have seen in last few months there are a couple of regulatory changes implemented by insurance regulator IRDA. So, according to you, the single most important change implemented by regulator will have long-lasting impact over the years?
Anurag, I think there have been a series of steps that both our government and our regulator IRDAI have taken to make sure that the dream of insurance for all by 2047 is realized and probably well ahead of its time. Toward that end, a lot of customer-friendly initiatives have been taken by the regulator. The regulator has also taken steps to ensure the long-term stability of the sector. The government, in its latest announcement on GST, as you recall, has entirely removed GST from both life and health insurance. That is a tremendous signal to everybody about the importance that our government and the regulator place on ensuring that insurance penetration is deepened in the country. Okay. So all of these steps together
GST is the biggest one. You think that it will have long-lasting impact?
This is the latest one, but there have been a series of steps that both the
regulator... Any one which is close to your heart?
GST is definitely close to my heart because it makes the attractiveness of life insurance products to the customers very even more attractive, particularly for a product like term insurance. The entire GST of 18% goes away. Everybody in our country needs protection.
So you think that after this 18% is not there, the pickup of term insurance will be there, because still means whenever we talk to our viewers, they are little hesitant in buying term insurance. So according to you, what is the single most hindrance? It's awareness or something else that people are not that much attracted toward term insurance?
So there are multiple things. First of all, after this GST reduction, if you were to look at a number of players in our industry, the October numbers on term have already started showing an uplift. And I think this type of a move brings salience to the product as well. And the awareness part also goes up about something which is important to them, and now it is available to them with an additional benefit of no GST being there. So I believe that there will be a long-term upliftment in the product as we go forward. You are right, in the past, in India, there has been a protection gap. Even today, there is a huge protection gap. There are various estimates of that gap, and by some estimates, if we as a country need 100 rupees of protection, we have got only 17 rupees of protection. So the growth that is needed in protection is something like 6 times to make sure that the people are covered the way they should be covered. So multiple things are there. One of the basic things I think is the awareness part about why insurance is important to everybody. At its heart, as we all know, with a limited or a small amount of premium, you can cover a very big risk with term insurance. If the product is explained well to the customers, if our sellers are able to realize the role the product and the protection can play in the lives of their customers, this single realization itself will take the uptake high. Beyond that, I would say technology is going to play a big role. Technology will help in more appropriate risk and underwriting models. And when we are able to find the segments better, we are able to price each of those segments better using technology. If we leverage that well and are able to carry the product to the last mile to the customers who need with the right structure, multiple steps of this nature will help keep enhancing penetration.
Do you think that in India, term insurance is the cheapest in the world?
I would say data keeps changing on some of these parameters. Couple of years ago, before the pandemic, On many of the dimensions, when we looked at the rates in India were among the cheapest in the world. Even today, the affordability of the product continues to be very high. If I have to take a thumb rule, with a 1 rupee type of an annual premium, you can protect something like 500 times the risk. So the premium to protection ratio in term insurance is still, I would say, the highest of any other product that I can remember.
You're giving a thumb rule for our viewers that if you're paying your 1 rupee, you get a protection of 500 times.
So it depends upon the age as well. For younger people, you get a better ratio. As you get older, because of mortality rates keep increasing with the age, so the ratios change. By and large, for a 30-year-old, something like this as a thumb rule to make sure what is the affordability I have. If I can pay premium of 10,000 rupees, I can get a cover of 50 lakhs of rupees. Something like that as a thumb rule you can use. And then, of course, different companies have different rates. Based upon your particular situation, the rates can change as well.
Okay, now from term, I'll move to ULIP because ULIP is also a favorite product of insurance companies. Do you think that product ULIP is often misunderstood by public at large?
I think, Anurag, you have said it very well. ULIP, in my opinion, is a misunderstood product in our industry. There is a legacy reason for that as well. I would say the initial product structures on ULIP were not very customer friendly in many cases. Now, in the last couple of years, the type of innovation that has happened on the ULIP products is phenomenal. There are many products available where you have even return of mortality charges. Many other products have minuscule charge structure. But there are a couple of fundamental reasons why ULIP works so well. The biggest thing is that it is a mix of insurance, protection with investment. Many people say, why should we not keep it separate? And there is a fundamental reason for that as well. When you combine element of investment with risk protection, the ability of the insurer to underwrite the customer becomes much higher. So many customers who may find it difficult to get a pure protection policy underwritten for them, if they come through the ULIP route, their ability to enter protection by this combination goes up dramatically. So expansion of protection through ULIP is a real opportunity that I feel many people miss because they believe that they will take pure term insurance, but pure term insurance underwriting is not as easy for every customer segment and it takes longer time. And in many customers' mind, because there is no return of premium, they may feel that they are...
But now there is a notion, means you will see all over the social media also, and there are a couple of experts of the opinion that, okay, don't go for ULIP, go for a term insurance and mutual funds.
So yes, and that is the misunderstanding I'm talking about. Because when you combine the two, you actually get into the protection fold as well. Now, I will talk the pure investment part of ULIP also I'll talk about. Now, you know that up to a premium of 2.5 lakhs annually, the proceeds of ULIP are tax exempt. That is one of the benefits which the government has given us because ULIP is a way of disciplined savings over the long run. And those disciplined savings along with the returns are going to help you during your retirement phase as well as for taking care of your family, maybe the child's education or the child's marriage, etc. So it is a disciplined way of long-term saving in a tax-efficient manner. Now, along with that, ULIP offers benefits like fund switching. Now, we know that when you get it to the markets may be high, low, etc. And if you were to change your orientation towards a product, you incur taxation cost. Now, within the ULIP structure, the fund switches from one side to another are free of taxation implications because you are within the product itself. So that again gives you an opportunity of long-term savings irrespective of market cycles. So that is definitely something which I would say again is not very well understood by a lot of the people. So the benefit on the taxation proceeds up to 2.5 lakhs of annual premium. The fact that you are getting protection which some of the customers may not be eligible or able to access easily otherwise, the ability to do the fund switches.
And do you think that after this more incentives to the new tax regime, ULIP is not that much favorite or still there is a demand for ULIP?
No, that is a very good point you have raised, Anurag. And it is a fact that tax used to be the main reason for people to buy insurance under Section 80G, etc., maybe 10 years ago or 15 years ago. But progressively, more and more people have realized that insurance is for protection, insurance is for long-term savings. So that factor is progressively reducing in its importance. So I believe the fundamental need of the customer has to be understood. for that need, which is the right product. It could be protection, it could be ULIP, it could be one of the traditional products. That solution has to be given to the customer.
Okay. My last question to you before we move to rapid fire. We will be entering to 2026. So how do you see growth of life insurance industry in year 2026 and beyond? And according to you, in which segment there will be more opportunities?
So life insurance industry is a very stable, mature industry now. And there are growth opportunities in the future leveraging multiple trends. One of the trends that I see is that more and more ability to leverage data for underwriting, claims, servicing, customer acquisition, etc. That is going to enhance the efficiency and quality of the industry. That is one trend definitely I see. Other opportunity that I see is that in our country, still the smaller cities and the rural populations are not well covered by insurance, even less than the metros. While there are opportunities in the metros and the urban areas, the opportunities on the rural and the urban areas are even more dramatic. I would say more and more
companies will be targeting in tier 2, tier 3 rural areas.
Absolutely, and now there are platforms like Bima Sugam that are coming up. They will enhance access to newer customer segments and geographies is my hope and belief.
Okay, now I'll move into our rapid fire segment. I have 5 questions for you and you have to answer it in a rapid fire way. So my first question to you, Pankaj, one reform that can transform the life insurance industry overnight.
If we can find a way of addressing the fraud in insurance, the ability of insurers to offer many more products, many more innovative products to the customers will go up dramatically. So how do we reduce the incidence of fraud?
Second question, term plan, ULIP or guaranteed plan, which product will dominate the next 5 years?
I think it will be a mix of the 3.
Mix of 3, no choice. The third question, biggest challenge in industry, mis-selling, pricing pressure or customer awareness?
I think it is customer awareness because it takes care of the other 2.
Other 2. Next question, if you had to explain life insurance in one line to a 20-year-old, what would you say?
It's just pooling of risks. The more people that come together, the better the incidence of protection through pooling.
Okay, my last question, one thing you wish IRDA approved faster?
So IRDA has been great all through. In recent years in particular, it is up to the industry to do better now.
Okay, industry to do better now. Thank you so much, Pankaj, for sharing your valuable insights. And now, time for a short break. After the break, we'll be joined by Vignesh Shahane, former MD and CEO of Aegis Federal Life Insurance. And we will discuss about the way ahead in insurance industry. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this break.